99.7 DJX, the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast. Turn it up. On demand.
Sometimes when you don't want necessarily to bother the people around you with the issues that you're facing, or you can't ask them because they're literally the people involved in your situation.
Yeah, which is the case here.
Yeah, you come to us. We'll toss it out to the listeners, see if we can get you some help. It's group therapy. Kelly, you got this one?
Yep. So they write, I have a big problem. My husband and I have been wanting to buy a home, but the housing market is so hot we haven't been able to get one.
Mm-hmm.
Totally understand that. My husband's a realtor. We've been trying for months and our offers just aren't accepted.
Mm-hmm.
I really want a house. And we've been talking about it with our families.
Mm-hmm.
Then last weekend, his parents told us they want to sell us the house they've lived in for 30 years. It's the house that my husband grew up in.
Oh, okay.
And they want to sell it to us without a realtor and for more than $50,000 under the market value.
Holy cow.
And they'll finance it for us.
Wow. All right.
I mean,
yeah,
pretty great offer, right?
Sure.
My husband's really excited to raise his kids in the same house he grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks it's a dream come true.
Okay.
This is where there could be a slight hiccup.
Gotcha.
His mom told us the only thing is that there are a few things they don't want us to change.
Okay.
Ready for the list?
Ready.
She wants the flooring to stay the same. It's a hideous yellowish carpet.
Hell.
She doesn't want any remodeling done to the rooms.
Okay.
My husband's fine with that, but the house is 30 years old and needs some renovations.
Gotcha.
The more I think about it, the more I think this is a really bad idea. But it's a great offer, and it may be the only way we can get into a house right now. So I'm just wondering, do you guys have any advice that can help? What should we do?
Man, that is an interesting situation because, one, it's like, why does the mom care what they do with the carpet? Like,
I know. Unless she's just super, like, stuck on details like that that's, like, nostalgic, and she just wants to be able, when she comes over to visit,
yeah,
to feel like she's seeing her own house again.
Yeah, and you know, maybe the mom doesn't trust her with decorating or redecorating, you know.
Could be.
That could be a thing. But man, this is something that I feel like, you know, with my family and growing up, whenever my mom or dad lent money, there were always strings attached. So I came to learn not to necessarily ask for help financially. And I'm not saying they're asking for help financially, but I know about, like, conditions to deals. And
I feel like, I mean, this is where they're going to be living.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you want to make that feel like your home, especially if this is like a permanent deal. Like, this isn't going to be a temporary thing where she's letting them stay there for a while.
Right. Like,
they're going to sell the house to them. So it's changing hands. I feel like, you know, they should let them do what they want to it. And a lot of people are starting to chime in. AJ says, yeah, it'll never feel like your house. Walk away.
Well, it'll never feel like her house if she's not allowed to update it.
Yes, to make any sort of changes whatsoever.
Yeah.
Audrey says compromise, make her a part of the renovations.
But you know what? Once the sale is final, just do it. What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
Well, but it's family.
What are they going to do?
They're going to come over. They're going to come over.
All right,
they're going
listen.
to know. And then if their feelings are like, people get really personally
I know.
emotional about their home spaces. And so it's like, it's almost insulting if you go to her and say, hey, really think the carpet needs to be changed.
Yeah.
But mom loves it. You know?
All right, I want to toss this to you. Maybe you're in this situation or you've had experience with selling a home to family members and how that has worked for you. 502-571-9970. Call or text. It's group therapy. we have a lot of people who have gone into business deals with in-laws and with family who are chiming in with this group therapy where our listener is able to get a house $50,000 under market value, the same house that her husband grew up in from her in-laws, but the mother-in-law is like, yeah, we'll sell it to you. We just don't want you to change anything.
Yeah, which is just already, it gives me anxiety because it's like, this is the place where you're going to make your home and you want to make it feel like yours. And Linda's chiming in, texting, no, speaking from experience, I live in the house my husband grew up in for over 30 years now. I am still constantly reminded it's not my house. And any suggestions I've made for decorations or updates are answered with, Mom and Dad didn't do that.
Oh my gosh.
I live in my husband's house, not my home.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying be careful walking into this situation. Lacey says, so we live in my mother-in-law's house. Same situation. My husband was excited to raise our kids here. My mother-in-law kind of gave us her house since it was paid for, and I treat it as my own. Changed it so much just to give myself peace of mind and made it my own. Change it, girl, she says. Your money, your house. So
okay, but how's the relationship, though, with the mother-in-law?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
It sounds like maybe she didn't have the same, I guess, strings that our listener has.
Because, I mean, here's in this situation, the mother-in-law is being very specific, telling her not to change anything.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's an assumption that she doesn't want anything changed. She is telling her not to do it. Allison said, I foresee spilling a big bottle of red wine over that yellow hideous carpet.
Oh, gosh, what are we going to do? Well, we called the cleaners. They're not able to get it up, so I guess we're just going to have to rip up that carpet. Hey, Aaron, so what's your thought on this whole thing?
So I'm a real estate closing agent, and my advice would be to pay more for the house, obtain your own financing, and then tell them that you're basically paying to remove those, conditions.
Okay.
So pay market price, and then you don't feel bad about the renovations. And then if they want to turn around and sell the house in the next couple of years, then it's been done fairly.
Right. I mean, assuming, Aaron, they can afford to pay market price for the house,
Sure.
Right.
Well, maybe not market price, but compromise. Maybe an extra $20,000.
Yeah. Aaron, thank you so much for the advice.
You're welcome.
All right, so Jamie, you say that you have an experience not with buying and selling a house with family, but with a car, right?
Well, my mother, she has sold several cars over the years, and she sold her car to our 17-year-old son.
Uh-huh.
And every time I talk to her on the phone now, which I talk to her daily, we call each other every day, she asks about her car. So how is my car doing?
How is my car doing? Right.
And he purchased the car with a cashier's check. He gave her over what she wanted for the car. She only wanted $500. He gave her $1,001. So he purchased the car outright. Everything switched over. Nothing's in her name.
Mm-hmm.
And every day she asks, how is her car? Is he taking care of the car? Did he wash the car and shine it up?
Yeah.
So is my car doing okay? Is it driving all right? Is he going to take my car to get it, tuned? I'm like, Mom, it's his car and he purchased it from you. I know, but I'm just checking on it. And it's just terrible because you feel this sense of, dread when you call her and then she brings up the car.
So, Jamie, I guess what would your advice be with this house?
I personally wouldn't do it.
Okay.
Because if you do it and you do change something, then there's going to be turmoil and tension in the situation.
All right. Thank you, Jamie.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Is when mother-in-law is specifically telling you do not change a thing, and then if she goes and completely goes against what she specifically told her, that's going to be tension in the family. And how long is that going to last? It sounds like Mom is super attached to the house. And I think she is looking at this as a way to, okay, maybe we can help out our family, help out my son, and still preserve the memories because they won't change anything.
All right. So I guess we can go round and round here, but what are you thinking?
I don't think they do it.
Okay. This is where we differ. I think she does it and waits a sec and then just changes it, because
really,
I think, you know what, especially if it's this good of an offer, and maybe she does get financing elsewhere, she doesn't do it through the parents, so it's not like those tethers are still there,
completely indebted.
Yeah. But man, you buy that house, you give it a few months, and then you start changing some things, because if it's a house that you guys really think could be a future, and it's like, it's got nostalgia, it's got a little bit of this, and it's good house with bones and everything, then man, I would do it, and I would change. Once the house is yours, you change it. You make it yours. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe we build upon Allison's suggestion. Not only do we spill the red wine on the carpet, have to fix that, but maybe the kids are just kind of Captain Destructo, right? Maybe they cause a little damage that needs to be repaired in the specific areas that she wants to change.
You know what? Little Hillary pooped in the corner on the carpet again. All right. Well, hey, let us definitely know what happens with this, after you decide or not to purchase the house. We'd love to get the follow-up on this.
Oh, maybe they accidentally threw a ball through a wall, that wall that you want to tear down so you can make a bigger kitchen. Maybe.
You know what you didn't know? You didn't know your husband has an incredible rage problem. He put his fist right through that wall. We're going to have to replace. We're going to have to just tear it down.
Maybe that's the way we go.
That's what I'm saying. Get the house, girl. But anyways, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying get the house.
Renovations. If you're going to do that, you got to get creative with the renovations.
All right. Well, we'll follow up. I want to know now what happens.
They're necessary.
So give us a follow up when you can. At Ben and Kelly Show. It's group therapy.